The economy minister has submitted the draft budget for next year to Parliament. Mihály Varga said that the budget was calculated with a 2.9% deficit and 2.4% inflation, as well as growth of 2%. Varga added that no area of the budget would be insured less money than in 2013, while two reserves, 100 billion and 120 billion forints, respectively, have been proposed to cover extraordinary expenditures.
The Hungarian state, too, has borne responsibility for the Holocaust, Deputy Prime Minister Tibor Navracsics said, addressing a conference entitled Jewish Life and Anti-Semitism in Contemporary Europe, organized by the Tom Lantos Institute in Budapest. After the 1990 political transition, when the issue of the Holocaust could all of a sudden be addressed, it was a shock for Hungarian society to face the fact that the state had turned against its own citizens and even helped their destruction. Navracsics said it is necessary to face up to this responsibility. The job of a democratic state, such as Hungary, is to protect all of its citizens against those who seek to incite hatred, he added.
A new 5,000 square meter building of the Sapientia Transylvanian Hungarian University was opened in Kolozsvár with support from the Hungarian state. Deputy Prime Minister Zsolt Semjén said the building was a symbol and fundamental cornerstone of Hungarian perseverance. Béla Kato, head of the Board of Trustees of Sapientia Foundation, thanked the Hungarian government, the builders and every Hungarian taxpayer for the financial support.
Over 100 countries and international organizations have indicated their wish to participate in the Water Management Summit in Budapest next week. Foreign Minister János Martonyi told a plenary at the 68th General Assembly session of the United States in New York. The summit is expected to adopt a Budapest Statement, a document including recommendations to use water for sustainable development purposes.
The Hungarian section of the Medical and Pharmaceutical University of Marosvásárhely opened the academic year separately from the Romanian one. Their protest was against the university's Romanian leaders for failing to permit bilingual clinical training and the formation of Hungarian groups, even though both were provided for by the education law and formed part of the plan signed by Prime Minister Victor Ponta and his then education minister last autumn. The right acquired by Hungarians in Vojvodina cannot be curtailed, a state secretary at the Hungarian Foreign Ministry said on Thursday at Palić in North Serbia. Ivan Baba added that a special attention will be paid so that the scope of authority of the Hungarian National Council shouldn't be infringed. The state secretary met senior officials of the Hungarian Consulate General in Szabadka and István Pásztor, the head of the Vojvodina Alliance of Hungarians. Their talks touched on the upcoming elections in Hungary in 2014. The planned gold mine project of Beterjesztették in Romania, which would use a contentious cyanide leach technology, could be prevented through a European civil initiative, Eric Banki said. Banki, a Fidesz deputy in the European Parliament, said he had asked the EP's socialist president Martin Schulz to use his influence and try to intervene with the Romanian government. He noted that a proposal by the Romanian government would make it possible to extract gold and silver ores at Beterjesztették for the next 17 years, seriously endangering the environment in Romania and in Hungary. Romania's anti-discrimination authority has for the first time levied a fine for a hostile anti-Hungarian comment circulated in a mailing list. The authority is monitoring internet postings made in connection with minorities on a regular basis. It has so far taken measures in connection with anti-Hungarian and anti-Roma entries and comments on community portals, but will from now on follow suit in any instances of incitement found on any other public domain. A regional court in Romania set precedent, ruling this spring that legal procedures can be initiated against internet users for whatever comment they might post on the web. But this act has not resulted in a drop in internet posts inciting hatred.